Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we have a foundation review. I'm about to try the brand new Makeup by Mario SURREAL Skin Foundation, which is Makeup by Mario's first foundation product ever. I'm super excited to get into it, tell you everything you need to know about this brand new foundation. We're going to try it out today. We're going to be doing an all-day wear test, and at the end of the day I'll tell you my final thoughts on the foundation, the coverage, what I think of it, how it wore, etc. So if you're excited for today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up and let's just go ahead and get started. I had to venture into my local Sephora yesterday to grab the right shade of this one. Hopefully it's the right shade because the lighting in there was a little sketchy. But anyways, this is the Makeup by Mario foundation and this is what the packaging looks like. I ended up getting the shade 8 Neutral, which like I said, I'm hoping is the right shade because the lighting was really bad inside of my local Sephora. This foundation, by the way, comes in 30 different shades, and here's what the packaging looks like. It says by Mario on the front. It has a glass container with a plastic cap, and it does come with a pump. His new foundation retails for $42, and it claims to be a breathable, luminous foundation that effortlessly builds and blends to illuminate the complexion with customizable long-wearing coverage. Some of the highlighted ingredients are grapeseed oil and vegetable squalene, which provides restoring moisturizing benefits. It says it also has perfecting powders, which works with the skin natural texture for a smooth, enhanced finish. This foundation reveals skin's natural luminosity. It features moisture grip technology and hydrates the skin and glides on easily for customizable coverage. Layer it on or sheer it out. The buildable formula works harmoniously with powders or creams while staying true to its original color. So besides stating the obvious, what that tells me is that this foundation is not supposed to change color throughout the day, aka it's not supposed to oxidize. Let's go ahead and see the texture of it. Here we have a little bit that came out, and as you can see, it's not too liquidy, more on the creamy side. I'm going to spread it out. Very, very creamy foundation. Like I said, I got the shade 8 Neutral, which in the store looked like the right shade. In person, it's looking like more of a summer shade for me, but that's okay because usually those are the colors that I prefer, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad. It definitely doesn't look orange or anything like that. It looks like a really nice neutral undertone. I'm just very, very pale at the moment, but hopefully I can make this work once I put it on my face. So far, the coverage looks really, really beautiful, and it has a really nice luminous to natural finish to it. When I look at the actual foundation inside the bottle, it looks like it has some kind of shiny micro stuff in there. Like you can see glowy little things inside the foundation. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you on camera. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. See the little micro teeny tiny pieces of glowy stuff in there. It might be mica or some other glowy thing. The point is that the foundation will definitely probably add some type of glow to your complexion. I have my clean VK Beauty 101 brush with me, and this is the brush I'm going to apply it with. I think I'm going to do half of my face first to see how it compares. So I'm just going to do one full pump to the back of my hand, and with one pump, let's see how far we can get. Start it by dotting it, and I'm going to blend it out. It gives you a medium coverage right away actually, which is better than I expected because it claims to be a buildable foundation. So I expected the first layer of it to be sheerer than it is, but this is really good coverage. And I still have like half of the pump left. So let me apply that one to this half of my forehead. And by the way, underneath the foundation today, I didn't use additional primers or anything. I wanted to see how it looks like on my skin. All I have on my face right now is just my trusty Magic Cream, which works as a primer, and I use underneath all of my makeup every day. As you can see, this foundation definitely covered all of my redness, and with just the one creamy pump, it evened out my complexion really nicely. Plus, it's actually a good match. I'm not upset at the color of it. It kind of looks like it matches my neck. I think it looks good. So if we are shade twins, definitely go for 8 Neutral. I have the other pump right here, and I'm going to once again blend it out with my brush. All right, and here's what it looks like now that it is fully applied. Let me lower the light so I can show you what it looks like with the light down. All right, light down, take a look right there. As you can see, it does have a really nice natural to glowy finish to it. I don't feel like it's enhancing my texture. I also don't feel like it's enhancing my pores. It definitely has a more creamy texture than I prefer. I like very liquidy foundations because I feel like with my dry skin, the more liquidy a foundation is, the more natural it looks on my face. But this one is looking pretty natural. I'm not upset at it. I can tell you right away, I don't think I like it as much as like my Chanel No. 1 or my Pat McGrath foundation, just because those are very liquidy and they look more natural on me. But I like the coverage, I like the color, nothing's getting enhanced yet at least, and here is what we're looking like. With my Charlotte Tilbury color corrector, I'm quickly going to color correct my under eyes just a little bit, and I'm going to use my YSL concealer to brighten things up underneath the eyes. I'm going to use my Sculpt tape from Tarte as well, in the shade Soft Bronze, and I'm blending it with my foundation brush. Here's how things are looking. I'm just going to use a bit of my Pillow Talk blush next. And all I'm missing is a bit of translucent powder, kind of in the T-zone area. This is my Laura Mercier Tone Up Rose Setting Powder. I'm going to use a little puff. And I'm going to lightly just press some powder underneath my eyes, on my nose, and in the center of my forehead. Very little, the less the better. A little bit around my mouth too. And so here is my complexion fully done. I'm going to lower the light once again to show you. Take a look right there. Everything looks really nice still. Even better than before in my opinion, because now that I set the center of my face with some powder, you can see my pores even less. The powder did it really good justice. In fact, I might just add a bit more powder right here now that I'm looking at it up close to further help my pores. All right, so take a look, light down. Here is what things are looking like. I think everything looks very nice and very natural. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And so it is 12:52 right now, and I'm going to begin my wear test. I woke up with a massive migraine, so I couldn't film even earlier, but I'm going to wear this makeup for a very long time anyways, so that I can give you a really nice wear test. First impressions though, very natural looking. I like the finish of it. I loved the coverage. It applied very easily. My pores don't look enhanced, my skin doesn't look dry, which is definitely a huge plus for me because my skin is desert dry, especially this time of year. So far so good. 8N was definitely the right shade for me. I love the color of it. I'm definitely not finding any issues with this foundation so far, so I will get back to you in a few hours to see how things are looking. For 25, I did finish my makeup filming a different video, and this is what the foundation is looking 4+ hours in, I'm pretty sure. I feel like as time has gone by, it definitely looks a bit more of a semi-matte foundation on me than an illuminating foundation because I have very dry skin. I feel like it's looking pretty decent still. All of the coverage is intact. It hasn't changed color or anything. I feel like it's gone back to show my pores a bit right here on the areas where I applied the bit of powder, and I feel like that bit of powder is making it look a bit more on the matte side for me on the places where I applied it. Like right here on my forehead where I have the glowy bronzer, it looks a bit glowy. Right here where I didn't apply anything on top of the foundation, I would say it looks more natural. But in the places where I applied that bit of powder that I applied, it's looking a bit dry in my opinion. And I also wanted to show you that it did kind of crease right here a bit next to my nose. Nothing that can't be fixed by like literally just rubbing it in a bit. But still, I wanted to point that out. I haven't touched up or anything. It is still looking pretty decent. Not much has changed since I first tried it. And this right here is my 4-hour checking. I will see you guys later. 8:52, which means I've been wearing this foundation for 9 hours and I am here to report back. I feel like this foundation is going to work for a lot of people. If you have dry skin, it will work for you. If you have desert dry skin like me, we can still make it work. But let me tell you what I've observed. First of all, ignore the fact that I don't have foundation around my mouth, or I have very little of it, because I had to switch my lipstick a bunch for a different video, but that's besides the point. I noticed that everywhere where I applied translucent powder, meaning my forehead and right here next to my nose, the foundation on my dry skin, on my very, very dry skin, the foundation seems to have really clung onto that translucent setting powder, and in those places it looks a little bit on the dry side. However, I have very dry skin and I applied translucent powder on top. The reason I applied the translucent powder there was because at first I just thought that it made my pores look even smoother, but I didn't really have a problem with the foundation showing pores to begin with, so I could have just let it be. Right here on the places where I just applied the foundation and I didn't apply any setting powder on top or anything like that, the foundation looks really normal. On my chin, the foundation looks really normal. On my forehead, you can see how on the places where I didn't apply any translucent powder, things look nice and glowy. Yet right here in the center where I did apply the translucent powder, it makes it look a bit more makeup-y, a little bit more dry. So if you have very, very dry skin like mine and you want to make this foundation work, I think we maybe have to like not use powder at all, or use it just underneath the eyes and exclude the rest of the face from the translucent powder, because I really feel like it clung onto that translucent powder for dear life. With that said, I don't think it's a bad foundation. It has a beautiful finish, it has a beautiful coverage. I really love how it immediately covered all of my redness. I love the way it wore throughout most of the day. I feel like it's been throughout the past few hours that I noticed the powder thing a bit more, and I definitely noticed that it has to be the powder because it's in the areas where I applied the powder. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it a 9 or a 9.5. It's really nice. The color that I chose for myself worked just as it claimed. I don't think it changed color throughout the day or anything like that. And it wore beautifully with all of the makeup that I put on top of it. Overall, I did really like it. Will it become a new favorite foundation from me? I don't think it'll become a top foundation favorite because I don't have this powder issue with my top foundations. However, maybe I'll wear it next time and not use any powder and be even more in love with it than I am today. We'll definitely have to see about that. However, overall, I do give it my stamp of approval. With my extremely dry skin, maybe if you have normal combination skin, you'll like it even more than I do. In fact, that is most likely the case. Anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section whether or not it was helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.